Survivor Series 2012. Last night came to us from Indianapolis, Indiana in America. Now let me run through the card. It started off with a 3-man band. Who, can I just say, a 3-man band is an awful gimmick. I enjoyed the 1-man band stuff that Heath Slater did, but now throwing in Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal doesn't make any sense. They've not really explained it. They've not really explained how they came together, and to me it's just a bit like rubbish. We had them against Team Cobro. It's supposed to be against International Airstrike, who are Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel, but they were swapped out at the last minute for Santino and Zack Ryder. No explanation was given. The match was naff. I mean, I'm not a fan of either of these tag teams. I'm enjoying the fact that WWE are throwing guys together, but the fact that they're not explaining why they're together, not really making them seem like a tag team. I mean, the 3-man band, it just sounds stupid to me, and it doesn't really make any sense, does it? Yeah, the 3-man band got the win. How exciting. Yeah, boring. Then we had Team Brodus Clay, where he teamed up with Justin Gabriel, Tyson Kidd, Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio. So we got International Airstrike in this match. They were against Team Tentai, where he teamed up with Epico, Primo and the Primetime Players. Now this match was fantastic. Excuse me. This match was fantastic. I'm a huge fan of the Survivor Series 5-on-5 concepts. The fact that they added this in last minute, didn't tell us about it. I didn't enjoy the fact that they didn't tell us about it, but I enjoy the fact that they threw it on there as a bonus, because this is Survivor Series. To me, I wanted all these matches to be 5-on-5s, and I would have really loved this show if it was all 5-on-5s, but they changed it, and whatever. But yeah, I really enjoyed this match. Team Brodus Clay got the win. It was a very international flavoured match where you have Gabriel from South Africa, Tyson Kidd from Canada, Sin Cara from Mexico, Tentai who's been working in Japan, he's probably been nationalised over there, I'm not too sure, then Primo and Epico from Puerto Rico. So I enjoyed that element to the match, but yeah, it was very good. Then we had the Divas Championship match where Eve defended against Kaitlyn, and I'm glad to say that Eve won. She's doing some strange gimmick where they've called her the Princess Kate of the WWE. Now, why is that relevant to anything? I mean, Princess Kate is not exactly like somebody who everyone wants to get behind and be like, yeah, Princess Kate. So why is this part of her bad guy gimmick where she's pretending to be a princess? And stupid. Anyway, I'm glad Kaitlyn didn't win, because Kaitlyn's not a good worker, is she? I enjoy Eve's work, don't get me wrong. Decent enough women's match, but Eve came out with the win, I suppose. United States Championship match. R-Truth going up against Antonio Cesaro, and Cesaro beat him in a very good match. I really enjoyed this. One thing I didn't enjoy though was the commentary. Michael Cole and JBL spent more time arguing with themselves about stuff that wasn't really anything to do with the match itself than they did actually talking about the match and calling the match. Cesaro got the win. I'm a huge fan of Cesaro. I like his look, I like his gimmick, I like his character, I like the way he works in the ring. He's the total package in my opinion, and for me he's someone who should be a future World Heavyweight Championship champion. Next up, speaking of the World Heavyweight Championship, we had Sheamus go up against the Big Show in a very bizarre match. Sort of ended where Sheamus goes for the bro kick, Big Show pulls the referee in front of him, Sheamus bro kicks the referee. Now EMTs run down, start looking at the referee. Sheamus turns around, bam, knockout punch, Big Show covers him, 1, 2, 3, referee pins him. Referee announces that the Big Show's won. Then another referee comes down and says no, Big Show's disqualified. And the way Michael Cole spoke about it on commentary was that Big Show was disqualified because he punched Sheamus. Now, although the WMD is a closed fist and should be illegal anyway, they've allowed him to do it forever, pretty much. Well, since he started doing it, they've allowed him to do it, not made it illegal. But they seem to be saying that he was disqualified because he punched him, and not because he pulled the referee in front of him, which would have made more sense. But no, he's disqualified because he did an offensive move against his opponent, which is the whole point of the match. And the bell didn't ring, the match was never stopped. It's sort of just insulted our intelligence, if I'm being completely honest. I'll tell you what I've missed out. We had an in-ring segment, Vicky Guerrero and AJ Lee. And AJ Lee was trying to basically get one up on Vicky Guerrero by saying, listen, you've come up with some fraudulent claims saying that I'm having an affair with John Cena. It's not true. So I'm going to come up with some fraudulent claims saying the same thing about you. And from the first picture, she lost me. And the first picture was Vicky Guerrero eating a burrito with Ricardo Rodriguez. And I thought to myself, how borderline racist, how stereotypical of the WWE, how lazy of them to just give us this. I mean, she could have done anything. She could have just done the other two that she did where she had barbecue sauce all over her mouth with JR, and there was another one. That would have been funny. But the fact that they had eaten the burrito with Ricardo Rodriguez is hints of racism in there, and I just don't like it whatsoever. As someone who's proudly carrying a stereotypical Mexican mustache, I suppose that was racist of me to say that. I don't appreciate it. No bueno, no bueno, as Al Generico would say. So yeah, we had that. Next on my card here, we have Team Ziggler, where he teams up with Sandow, Otunga, Wade Barrett and Alberto Del Rio versus Team Foley, where Foley's not even included. With Miz, Kofi Kingston, Team Hell No and Randy Orton. Now this was a very enjoyable match. I expected Team Randy Orton to win because Randy Orton always survives. He's always that survivor. That wasn't the case with this one, in fact. Randy Orton was the last one on his team and it was him against Ziggler, and I thought he was going to win, then Ziggler won with a super kick. A super kick. Has he taken the super kick? Will he start doing it? I hope so, because if anyone suits the super kick, the Shawn Michaels style sweet chin music, it's Dolph Ziggler in my opinion, and Dolph Ziggler will be fantastic, and maybe it'll help him get over that a little bit more. And maybe like him and Shawn Michaels can promo back and forth, and Ziggler can basically beat Shawn Michaels' representative. Maybe it'll be Triple H, who knows? But I'm really looking forward to seeing what Ziggler does now. But this was a good match. Like I said before, I'm a massive fan of 5-on-5 Survivor Series type matchups, and we had two of them on this card, and they're my favourite matches on the card. Why couldn't this just be all 5-on-5? So what if you have to bring in a load of guys who aren't really up to scratch, and maybe give Drew McIntyre a match and this person and that person? Who cares? Main event time. Triple threat World Heavyweight Championship, WWE title should I say, as CM Punk defended against Ryback and John Cena. How are they going to get out of this one? How are they going to get CM Punk going out of this with the title by not giving it to Ryback? How are they going to get away from giving it to Ryback? Well, I'll tell you how. They put Ryback through the table. Ryback gets up. Ryback gets back in the action. He's got CM Punk down. Got tickly cough today, I'll tell you that. For free. Ooh. Right. So yeah, Ryback's got Punk down. Cena comes in the ring. Ryback gets Cena down. And then in comes three guys who we've no idea who they are. Three guys dressed in black. And usually when this type of thing happens, WWE love to just insult our intelligence. Like, oh my god, who is this person? I have no idea. Luckily they didn't do it this time. They were in there like, oh my god, who are these people? And then they were beating on Ryback. And then when they went out to ringside to put him through the table again, Michael Cole goes, oh my god, that's Dean Ambrose. That's Roman Reigns. That's Seth Rollins. These are three guys from our developmental territory, NXT. So not only did they get over who these guys are, but they also got over that they've got a developmental territory on pay-per-view while everyone's watching. Listen, we've got this developmental territory, you got to know about it. Now people are going to be interested not only on who these people are, but the NXT territory, and I think that was a great little move. Well, anyway, they put Ryback through the table, and now Ryback's nailed John Cena in the ring already. CM Punk just climbs over. 1, 2, 3. He is still the WWE champion, and today marks 1 year that CM Punk has been the champion for. He's done it. He's gone through a year-long title reign. Maybe I'll do a video about that another time. But what a show. What a show this was now. I'm not saying that from a standpoint of an excellent show, but it was entertaining in parts. I mean, the two Survivor Series matchups to me were just totally worth it. The two massive fuck-ups of the end of the Big Show match and the AJ Lee angle was like, at least it's a talking point though, isn't it? And then the main event. Now everyone's asking what's going to happen next with Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns is Leo Kruger, and I've not researched on this. I should have done, but I've not. Seth Rollins we all know as Tyler Black from ROH, and Dean Ambrose was, I can't remember his name now. John Moxley. John Moxley is Dean Ambrose, and he was in Dragon Gate USA, and I was so impressed with the first ever John Moxley promo he cut. And he's just on some random Dragon Gate promo, pay-per-view, Dragon Gate USA pay-per-view, and he cuts this awesome promo, and it's like, shit, who is this guy? What's he going to do? And I was really interested in seeing him. In ring, he's quite sloppy. A lot of people have been totally excited for his debut, and I cannot wait to see this guy appear. They couldn't wait for it. At WrestleMania time, he cut this promo with Mick Foley, and I was like, oh my god, he's going to do something with Mick Foley. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen. Rubbing my hands together. Oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Personally, I think he's going to let a lot of people down. That's just my opinion. And not a thing on him. It's not anything against him. It's just that his biggest positives are his promos. He's very believable in what he says, and when he talks, you are on the edge of your seat and you want to listen. The problem here is that WWE are going to be scripting his promos. WWE are going to be telling him what to say, and I don't think he's going to be as believable saying somebody else's words. In the ring, like I said, he's sloppy, so he can go in there and put on okay matches. So it'll get to the point where fans are going to start backlashing against him, and you're going to hear it here first. I'm going to tell it right now. Fans are going to turn against Dean Ambrose because they're going to say, oh, he's an awful worker, oh, he can't cut promos, because WWE are going to be giving him promos to cut. That's if he gets much mic time as it is, because we don't know. Last time WWE did something like this that I remember was Bret DiBiase, when he interrupted a John Cena Randy Orton match where Randy Orton was in Legacy at the time and John Cena had him in the STFU, and then Bret DiBiase dove in the ring and broke it up, and they made it seem like a fan had entered the ring, and it was amazing because the whole of the IWC pretty much fell for it. And I think I was one of the only people who were like, that was so planned. That was so planned. And then the next day when it came out and they were like, oh, this is Bret DiBiase, and I was like, oh, they're just making that up now to try and cover their tracks. But no, it's so obviously going to be one of their NXT FCW wrestlers at the time. They then fired Bret DiBiase after showing him for like 30 seconds the next night on Raw, so he didn't really get much shine. I hope that doesn't happen with these three guys. Seth Rollins, I'm really looking forward to seeing him now. When he was in ROH, I didn't really believe him as world champion. To me, he's not a world champion kind of guy. He didn't really have it. He's a very good in-ring worker though, and that's what I'm really looking forward to seeing. I want to hear him talk as well. I want to hear his personality come out in whatever he has to say, because I think he's the kind of guy who can get across a scripted promo, because he's maybe not got that creative flair himself. That's just my opinion. Romeo Reigns, don't know too much about him, but like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with these three guys tonight on Raw. A lot of people are already saying, oh, tonight Raw's going to be awesome. Don't count your chickens. Raw tonight will most likely be pretty awful. They'll have a little bit of an explanation from these three guys. Maybe, remember last pay-per-view when Brad Maddox got involved in the main event? What did they do? They waited till the week after to even mention it or even do much with him. So I hope they don't do the same thing with these three guys, because I want to get a few answers tonight, and I want to get a bit of an idea as to where they're going so I can look forward to it as a wrestling fan. What did you guys think of the show? What did you guys think of the review? Did you think Survivor Series was good? Did you think Survivor Series was a bit meh? Did you order it or did you not order it? Did you stream it online? Are you going to be watching it later on, or are you just not going to bother watching it? You read the results, you've heard my review, and you just think, nah, do you know what? Don't want to watch that. Are you a fan of the 5-on-5 concept? I want to know this. Are you people out there, you wrestling fans, are you guys fans of the 5-on-5 concept, or do you think it should be a bit of a mix-up where they do like they did last night, 2 5-on-5s and then a few singles title matches? Personally, I think it should be all 5-on-5s, or do you just think the Survivor Series concept should be sacked all around because it doesn't really achieve anything and they should just do 1-on-1s? Let me know what you guys think. Like I've said all the time, subscribe up above. Follow me on Twitter, I'll put it in the description box down below. Give me a like or a dislike, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Send it to a friend, send it to your mum, show it to your granddad. I'll see you soon with another review.